Mr. John, your fire extinguisher is deep into recharge. So we, as people know, last night ended with some concerns about the rope reading system. We discussed with week 6 the problem, and they seemed to agree. And then I went home and I drew some sketches and some geometries, and I think that we're kind of... The thing is, on the 2-robot climb, we had made this assumption that we were climbing in the center so we didn't have to worry about the bar rotating. With the 2-robot climb, you can't climb in the center unless the center of mass is inside of your pulleys. Your pulleys are either inside your frame or they could be up to 12 inches outside your frame. The way the robots are currently set up, the center of mass is, we don't know where. We should get a 2x4 and a piece of plywood and we should try to find it of those 2 robots we have. But basically we can't lift 2 robots in the center without a little bit of extra work. So the idea then comes down to if you had some sort of hard connection to the bar, you can push against the bar and create a torque on yourself to basically get the center mass problem back inside the pulley, but now you're torquing on the bar. So you have to move along the bar to the appropriate spot and basically try to adjust the center of mass of the system to be under the bar by moving yourself under the vertical bar, so that the whole thing is level.
Today we added in some offsets for our mounting for the lift mechanism. So early this morning we found center of mass, and most of the time found center of mass for a 2-robot lift, and most of the time the center of mass was where the bumpers were between the 2 robots. We're adjusting it to where we're actually over, or the center of mass will now be within the 4 strings that we're lifting up with.
So, in order to build this A-frame, I finally finished the swing today. This is going to be representative of the hang portion of the field, which is really the only part that we're focusing on. Since we're only going to be trying to grab near the middle, this is well enough, even though the actual thing is 9 feet. And that's about it.
Alright, so this is I guess not prototype, an actual robot grabber intake winch thing. It's pretty much a direct rip-off of what 148 made in 2018. Basically what we'll have here is we're going to have Velcro that's going to suck in another piece of Velcro that's attached to the robot and basically pull it back in here, and then we have position of the robot. It's incredibly rigid because it has to support literally a whole robot. So yeah, hopefully it works. We'll be testing this tomorrow.
The other cool thing that happened recently was we removed the cutout in our robot frame. Since we're not building an intake, we didn't need the cutout, and now we fixed that.